Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to backtest your strategy. Backtesting in general is a historical testing of the strategy that you are using, and based off that backtesting you will get statistics. Those statistics or mathematics calculation will tell you whether the performance of your strategy are good or not. So in order to do this, I have prepared a spreadsheet with a table to explain all these things. Well, the table, the first thing in the table is the name of the strategy. I did previously the 786 strategy, and I'm gonna be talking about it in this case. So the first thing that you put in the table is the pair. What pair you are working on. Let's say Euro USD, for example. The second thing is the date, the exact date of the trade. The third is the time frame. If you are working on 1 hour, you put 1 hour. If you are working on a 15 minute, you put 15 minutes. But don't mix them up. If you are backtesting the 1 hour time frame, use only the 1 hour time frame. Don't put 1 hour, the other one 15 minutes. If you want to backtest, if you backtested this strategy in one hour, for example, don't use it in 15 minutes because you don't know the performance in the 15 minutes. I take it you may say that I'm extremely talking about this, but it's just like that. I like to be clear and vivid. Well, after the time frame, you put the profit or loss of that trade, and you put the risk reward ratio and the comment. In this case we have only 786 strategy, so you don't need any comment, just write 786 and copy it on all the other case. And the next thing is the total pips. All right, you put the total pips here. This table basically calculates every single thing about your strategy, like the number of wins, the number of losses, the winning percentage, and the average risk reward ratio. Well, if you don't know how to use this, you can stop the video and see what I have wrote there. And same thing here, this if you don't know how to write this equation. And same thing here, it's very easy, it's just a math. And the other one like that. Just stop the video and see what I have wrote just like that. And then I have a chart here that will give us the performance of a curve of the performance of this strategy over the time. So let's go ahead and pull up our charts and start the work. The first thing that you have to do is, when you pull up the chart, choose the time frame that you're gonna work on. I work on 1 hour most of the time, so I choose 1 hour. And you have to go back, like since TradingView is giving us a year of past data, so you go back a year. So you keep scrolling back like this until the data finish, and it finished like almost 1 year. So I'm gonna stop the video and scroll back. So as you can see, guys, I scrolled back like a year back. This is the beginning of 2016, and the beginning of 2016, basically for like a month we didn't see no trade because the market was ranging. The market was going in a range, was going sideways. This is what we call sideways. Why? Because it's not above it's neither above the moving average nor below it, so we can't trade here. So we're gonna just skip this part and go here and scan for a trade. I can see that there is a trade here, since I will just try to apply the conditions for you guys. If you can't see it, let's say that this is our lower high. This is our lower high right there, right here. So the market broke above the lower high and closes above it and then pulls back. So the condition number one, broke above, close above. Condition number two, moving average, the price is above the moving average. I'm gonna pull up my Fibonacci level from the swing low from here to the swing high. And indeed, the market did touch the 786, so I'm gonna pull up my tool here and I'm gonna enter in 786 and put my stop loss just 10 pips below 737. I'll make it 47, yes, and then my take profit just in line with this high. Okay guys, so this is a good trade. So what I'll be doing is I will copy the data from here to the table. To do this, boom, and then bring my table. The first thing is the pair. Our pair is Euro USD. As you can see here, right, the date is here. The date, if you click on this, it's gonna give you the date with the blue color. So 2/8/2016. So I click on this 2016 2 and then 8. Time frame 1 hour, as we said before. The profit and loss in this case is 138.6. 138.6. All right. The risk reward ratio, you can see it here, 2.94, which is very nice. 3 times almost 2.94. The comment is always 786, and the total pips is the same as this one. Since what? Since we have only one trade. All right. I'm gonna keep moving and looking for other trades here. I can see that the market broke above and closed above here, but it didn't go to the 786. If you put your tool here from swing high to swing low, if you know what I mean here, the price here didn't touch the 786. So I'm gonna keep this as it is and move on. Here I can't consider this as close above, broke above, close above, since the market pulled up and then it went below the moving average. So I'm gonna keep moving. In this part right here, I can see that we have a trade, but probably a losing trade. So I'm gonna just draw this for you guys so that you can see. This is the first move, this is the pullback, this is the second move, and this is the pullback. So let's say that we don't have this data. So I was supposing that we don't have the future here. Alright, I'm gonna use this better, the highest point. Alright. First condition, the market should broke below and close below. So indeed the market broke below, it breaks below and closes below. It breaks below and closes below. In this case, alright, since we are talking about the past, it broke below and closed below, and then it pulls up and pulls up to this level. So condition number 1, break below, closed below. Condition number 2 is the moving average. Condition number 3 is Fibonacci level. So I'm gonna draw my Fibonacci from swing high to swing low this time, from swing high to swing low. So the market indeed went like 78% of this move, and then I will put my entry here. I will enter in the 786 and my stop loss just 10 pips above this. 28, we're gonna be 30. All right, 30, and then my take profit is gonna be here. As you can see, guys, this trade didn't work. I got stopped out here. The market went in my favor till here, almost done, and then it went up against me, and this is a losing trade. I'm gonna show you how to copy the data of a losing trade just right now. All right, let me make it smaller. I'm gonna click here. So this is a losing trade. I'm gonna go and insert the same info. Since we have the same thing, you can just scroll down here, and then we have a different date, of course, 24 instead of 8. Copy and paste, and I will change this 24. All right, the same exact time frame, but this time the trade is losing. How much I lost? 30.4 pips. All right, I'm gonna put minus in this time since it's a losing. This minus is very important. And the risk reward ratio when it's losing, when it is a losing trade, is -1. This is by default, you put -1. All right, the comment is the same. The total is gonna be, if you know how to put this equation, gonna be this. All right, gonna be this plus this, this plus, plus this one, equal to 108. All right, so let's see the stats. The stats are these. The wins are 1, the losses are 1, the winning percentage is 50%, and the average risk reward ratio is 0.97. So you keep on doing this, and you keep on filling the table, and it's gonna give you and like a year back, and it's gonna give you the stats. So I have already back tested this strategy. I'm gonna show you the stats that I had. Well, these are the stats that I had for the 786 trade since like back in 2016, and this is the curve. So, well, the winning percentage of this strategy is only 45. It's less than 50, but it's still a winning strategy. Why? And here comes the magic of this strategy, because the risk reward ratio is very nice, like 3 times, sometimes 3 times the loss, and the average of the risk reward ratio is 0.31. It should be bigger than 0. It should be positive, and it should be greater than 0. If it is positive, greater than 0, so you're good to go, even though the winning percentage is less than 50%. But if it's like 0 and the winning percentage is 50%, so you are break even. You are not losing anything, you are not winning anything. So this strategy has a lot of pullbacks, and a number of consecutive losses is very big, as you can see here. Like sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8 losing trades, consecutive losing trades. And one more thing that I want to say, you have to at least do more than 100. I have done 140 or maybe 137, since I have these things up here. I have 2, so 148. All right, 148 example. At least if you want to rely on these stats, on these numbers, you have to do at least 100 example. And as I said before, this strategy in the beginning didn't give us no profit. We've been hanging around 0, and then it has like a lot of drawdown. Here is a drawdown, here is another drawdown, here is another drawdown. But over the time, it's a profitable strategy. It gives us almost 1,600 pips over the year of 2016, which is very nice. So I think that's all what I have for you guys in this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next video where I'll be talking about the indicators. I'll take care, guys. Bye.